So my name is Julian Taylor. I'm from Rochester, Pennsylvania. I'm 33 years old. I graduated from Rochester in 2008. Went to Penn State. Graduated from Penn State in 2013. Went to the military. Served in the United States Navy until 2018. I got out of the military with a sense to serve. Um, I decided I wanted to serve my local community. My local community is a community that is dying. U.S. Census has put us in the last 20 years. We've lost about 20,000 people in my community. That's 10,000 fathers, 10,000 mothers, 40,000 children that have not come back to this region. We're 24 miles outside of Pittsburgh, and I'm trying to bring our region back. My goal here is to become the first African American Beaver County Commissioner, basically become the first African American commissioner on the western side of Pennsylvania. The reason why this is important to me is because representation matters. Western Pennsylvania is known for its steel mills. A lot of minorities came here to work in the steel mills. They stayed here. They made legacies here. Uh, we're known for a hardworking area. We're also known for a great football tradition, but that's not all we should be known for. We can be known for a region of Pennsylvania that produces great manufacturing, has a great economic development, it has potential growth. We have three major highways that we can use in order to transport goods. A lot of rail comes into our county and distributes out throughout the nation. So we need to take advantage of that and make sure that our county is receiving the benefits of that. Our county is the greatest place to live. I'll preach that to anybody out of the 64 counties. I'll preach that. The reason why is we have the Ohio River close to Pittsburgh. We have affordable housing. We have some of the best schools when it comes to small class sizes for your children. We have great traditions. Our Maple Syrup Festival, our cruises. There's a lot of things that you can do. It's a great place to raise your family. And the reason to me why it's important for me to get into that office is because out of those families, there are some minorities. And when you have nobody that looks like you or represents you, it's kind of like taxation without representation. And your voice isn't heard in some of the rooms that make the decisions for the county and also for the region. So it's very important to make sure that we have some sort of representation. And also, I think we've been doing the same things for many of years. So we have to change that up. We're not going to bring the people back to our area doing the same old things. We must try new things. We must think outside the box. We must understand that the steel mill industry has collapsed basically here, and we need to find new ways of business. That's tech, AI, or pharmaceuticals. High-powered industry that's willing to come here, plant its roots here, and help us get out of this loss of population. My name is Julian, running for the county commissioner. The role of a commissioner is they're the financial manager of the county. They control what how the budget is executed in the county. A commissioner also has a fiduciary responsibility to oversee everything at the county courthouse, as well as they can use their influence that they have to regulate certain things that go around here. No commissioner cannot pass any laws. They can pass resolutions that affect how the county works. They're in charge of hiring and firing at the county. They can commissioners also are in charge of our salary board here. Our salary board is what dictates if they get raises or not. They work with the county controller. We're a fourth class city, so some of the roles in a fourth class city are different than a third or a second class city. I mean, the second class county, I'm sorry. Um, Commissioners are also in charge of our CCDC board, which is our community college. Our community college is one of the best community colleges in the state of Pennsylvania, with a great nursing program, a great aviation program that helps some of the best pilots uh, 20 miles outside of the Pittsburgh International Airport. Also, like I said, one of the best. programs, which is a growing field of the PPMC right in Pittsburgh. Allegheny General Health, close by. We produce some of the best nurses here. So being a part of that board and having minority representation is key. Uh, Please vote May 16th and also November 7th. You should vote 2 times a year, every year. Your voice matters. And when you say your voice matters, when you go in that ballot box, understand who you are voting for. Do your research. You have your cell phone a sea of knowledge. Type them in, check their website. Make sure that their website are in line with your values. Voting is one of the most important freedoms we have in the United States. My grandfather, 1082 United steel worker, didn't have those opportunities. 80 grew up in Athens, Georgia, during a time of Jim Crow, and he didn't have the same freedoms that I have. He actually drank from a colored water fountain at a point in his life. He was almost 27 or 28 years old when Jim Crow was abolished. So he taught me the importance of voting. He taught me the importance that you go out there, you figure out who represents you. Black, white, woman, man, does not matter. Who represents you to the best of your ability so that you're not in situations that you have to live through or grow out of. So I've always voted in every election. I've sent my absentee ballot in when I was in the Navy. It is very important to go out and let your voice be heard. Come together as a community. Vote for people who are going to do the work for you. Because when you're underrepresented, you have no voice. Taxation without representation is a terrible thing. On the western side of Pennsylvania, there has never been anybody that looks like me in any power room to help my people. So it is very important that we get out here, we vote at a high level, and vote at a high clip, and make sure we're voting for the right people. You do not have to vote for me as long as you're out there voting and having your voice heard. I would appreciate it, and I humbly ask you to vote for me. I humbly ask you to check out my website, taylorforcommissioner.com. Grab a yard sign, volunteer, come to a poll, donate if you can, because all those things help me. But more importantly, please vote.